So what's going on, guys? It's Captain America. Hope you guys are well, and thank you so much for coming onto this channel. So as always, going to be starting off with the match stats for this game, in which we did win 11-1. I'll share more of my thoughts around that, plus what we're going to be discussing today is on Man City versus Dortmund, plus Chelsea versus Salzburg, yesterday's Champions League fixtures, and also United, and just a quick little run through with them. But as mentioned, so we're going to start with this match. Do enjoy it while we're going to be talking about today's topic. You know, it was a goals fest. Literally 11-1. We just scored, I think 6-1 was the halftime result, and then we just completely demolished them in the second half too. You know, overall we did have 16 shots versus 6 from the opposition, so we were so clinical. Like, from the 16 shots, we had 11 goals, so it was a great performance from the boys. For myself, I had a 10 out of 10 match rating, 96% passing accuracy with 91% dribbling, and then 1 goal with 4 assists. And then man of the match was X3 with 6 goals and 2 assists. So overall, you know, great performance from the boys. We were pressing them literally. Majority of the goals we would get like right off from like when they have to like kick off from the goals that they've conceded. But generally, you know, we played fantastic. You know, I'm just going to quickly do a quick run through of how the goals went. So the first goal was a good pass from myself to X and him scoring. The second goal was myself again to Emigod, and then a good cutting in goal for him. Third goal was X running in, passed over to me, and then it was a strong little, let's say, volley for myself. Fourth goal, Thiago lobbing ball over to Emigod, a good ball from him, and then Emigod, of course, converting that through. Then the fifth goal, I passed it over to TP in the middle, done a nice little through ball over to X, and then X with a goal. And then the sixth goal in that half was a good ball by me to Emigod, and then for the goal as well. So that was a good goal as well, do check that out. And then the seventh goal, again, at half-time, it was 6-1. Literally, they must have been exhausted. I think they were debating if they wanted to leave or not at this moment, but I think they just wanted to see how far or how bad it could get. And then the seventh goal was a Thiago ball over to X, converted, and then eighth goal, myself, 2x3 for the goal. Ninth goal, Sergio, who just got bored in centre-back, and he was like playing as a camp for a short period of time. He done a nice through ball to X for the goal. And then the 10th goal, straight from kickoff, literally pressurising. We got the ball, retrieved it, passed it over to X. X ran through and he scored. And then the 11th goal was a great goal from Emigod, the way it curled through. So X3 passed it over to Emigod. They literally just curved really nicely. Do check that out, the final goal for us. But as mentioned, you know, 11-1, goals galore. Do check it out. Some really good team play as well as pressing. And the way that we played overall was very good. So do enjoy that, as mentioned, while we move across to today's topic. So it's just going to be around Manchester City versus Dortmund. My thoughts around that, plus Chelsea versus Salzburg. So for the City game versus Dortmund, man, I thought, yeah, it was going to be like a 2-0 win for Man City. But, you know, Dortmund did have some fight again, like on them. Bellingham scoring very well, especially from the set piece that was taken. A little touch from him as a header and he scored. So he done a nice little celebration too. And it's always good to see, you know, let's say English players doing very well, especially the youth doing very well abroad. We did see it with like Sporting Lisbon against Tottenham. I think it's Edwards, I can't remember his name now, but literally ball control dribbling was absolutely phenomenal for him. And then now Bellingham doing fantastic again for Dortmund. It's only going to be a matter of time now where I think this summer coming is going to be a good one for him. I do feel he's going to be moving on. I do hope so to Liverpool. I think we do need that sort of strength, and I think he would be opted for Liverpool as well. I think that was something he mentioned a while back there. He would be interested in a move for Liverpool. So that would be really nice for us. But no, and of course, you know, you got Haaland scoring against his former club. He wasn't celebrating, of course, but a great little finish from him. Especially the ball that came from Cancelo. Like, this man, right back or left back, but predominantly he's been playing as a left back because this is Zinchenko. But I think when Walker's going to be going away, Cancelo easily will go to the right back position, man. But in general, as mentioned, right back or left back, this guy is insane. Yes, he is predominantly a right-footed player, but he can operate as a left-footed player as well. But the ball that he done to Haaland was just so beautiful, man. Like, do check that out. Cancelo's, let's say, lobbed, curling ball outside of the, let's say, the boot, curled into Haaland. And then, of course, Haaland being able to control it at that, like, awkward angle was just absolutely phenomenal as well. So, well done to him. And I think now the debate's going on around, I've seen as well, who's better, you know, is it Haaland versus Mbappe? Who is better? And it'll be good to get your thoughts on this as well. Who do you feel is better at the moment in time and currently from like Haaland compared to Mbappe, let's say? And especially these two are like, you know, world-class players and very youthful still as well. But in my opinion, I think Haaland, you know, overtakes Mbappe quite far, man. The comparison between the Premier League is more competitive than the Farmers League. As we all know, the French League isn't competitive. It should be outright in terms of PSG winning all of the domestic trophies. Of course, their main focus has always been the Champions League. And same with Man City's, but Haaland, you know, coming from Dortmund, playing fantastic in terms of his goal average, doing fantastically in terms of the Champions League goals as well. You know, he's got a good record now in, I think it's like, I don't know, I think it's 22 games with 26 goals in the Champions League, and he's still so youthful. So it's only going to be a matter of time till he like actually passes Ronaldo and Messi for the all-time Champions League goal scorer. But the way that his form has been for Man City since they've purchased him has just been phenomenal in the Premier League too. So currently for me, Haaland is way, way much better than Mbappe. I think, yes, Mbappe has got the great partnership happening, you know, with Messi now as well as Neymar, but, you know, they're expected to do that. They're like the Galacticos of the Farmers League. Like, that is just pure banter. So it's only, I think Mbappe hopefully will need to move over to either the likes of like Real Madrid, which is going to be the most easiest option. I don't see him ever coming to the Premier League. I think if he does, he's got like the, you know, the Henry, you know, Thierry Henry type of, you know, flair to him. So I think that'll be really interesting if he does move over to Arsenal, man. That'll be banging, especially like an Henry type of vibe. But yeah, it won't happen. He's more likely to go either to Real Madrid or stay at PSG for life. But yeah. But again, you know, great performance for Man City as they look at, you know, progressing within the Champions League stages. You know, they've always fallen short. The furthest that they've ever been is the final, where they did lose out to Chelsea. But it may be their year this year, but I don't wish that they win anything in terms of the Champions League, nor for the same with PSG. I don't want these money, oil-ridden, you know, football clubs to be, you know, winning these type of, you know, prestigious trophies as such. So let's see. I think, you know, it's going to be interesting with them as we look at progressing now into Chelsea versus Salzburg. You know, Chelsea now with Graham Potter, a new coach, great philosophy that he's integrated over the likes of Östersunds in Sweden, and they're progressing it to Brighton, where he's done very well with them. And you know, he did start off very well with Brighton, you know, especially well. You know, the expectations were that they would be middle in terms of the league, but, you know, by far, currently, they've played some fantastic football. And now he's moved across to Chelsea, and, you know, it's just unfortunate it's not the transfer window. I think he would have made some really interesting purchases, but I think, you know, it's going to be a matter of time where January and then the summertime is going to be very key for him. Now, it's going to be a case if he's going to be looking at well-known names already, or if he's going to go for like the players that he tends to go for, and maybe they'll do well for Chelsea. But, you know, really looking forward to seeing how he progresses within Chelsea Football Club. I just hope that they don't ruin his career as they tend to with like other managers, and I think it's always sad to see. But Graham Potter, man, like, he's such a gem. I really hope he does well, but I don't want them to do too well in terms of like winning trophies. I just hope that, you know, they don't ruin his career drastically. But, you know, great goal from Sterling as well from Chelsea in terms of it being a draw for this game. You know, you'd expect Chelsea to be a bit more fiery, especially at home. They did dominate, don't get me wrong, Chelsea for a lot of the periods. But, you know, Salzburg also played incredibly well too. You know, the goal that was scored from Salzburg, Chelsea had a defensive lapse towards the last 10 minutes of the game. You know, Thiago Silva should have done better. I think the slide should have been either stronger, or he should have just stayed on his feet and just muscled off the player. But it was a great little finish, especially as Pilaqueta was a bit, you know, unfortunate to not be in the correct position and for them to slot it home. So a great performance from Salzburg. But Chelsea, let's see how that goes. As, you know, Aubameyang has been signed. You know, he hasn't really scored and done much. But Broyo, when he did come on, he did have some good chances. He had some very good chances, but he scuffed them or missed them. But his pace is outstanding, and we did see that with Southampton. And he is a Slough boy, so I'm hoping that he does well. I think it's going to be a great opportunity to see how he progresses and gets more minutes within Chelsea Football Club. I think that's going to be key because, you know, he's just signed a new contract with them. And I think he's going to be suitable if he plays more. And he understands how Sterling as well as Ziyech, whoever it is playing, Havertz or whatever the case is. I think it's going to be key if Broya starts up for Chelsea. I don't understand why they bought Aubameyang. I think it was more like a panic buy. I think they needed a bit more cover within that forward line, and you know they should have gone for, I think, Ronaldo. Honestly, they should have just gone for Ronaldo for a season or two. But yeah, that's a missed boat now. But yeah, so do let me know your thoughts on like in general, Man City and Chelsea, Haaland versus Mbappe. And now we're going to just be moving over to the final topic, which is about Man United. You know, they've got not an easy team, to be truthfully honest with you. Sheriff, you know, I think it's Moldovan. They defeated Real Madrid last season, and you know, as we all know, Madrid did go across and win the Champions League, but still they got defeated by these a very small club. I think it was either 2-1 or 1-0. I can't remember. It was very last minute, but that was a very shock, like underdog story that was. But it's a new season. I think Manchester United with a new manager, I do see it being 3-0 to them. Let's see if Sheriff do anything, if they do pull anything off their sleeve, because they did play quite well against Madrid, but again defensively, and they did counter-attack quite well as well. But for me, it's going to be a 3-0 win for United. But no, I think that's it really. And I know I still got some time on the video, but it's just so many goals, man. It extended the longevity of this video, but do enjoy it, and please feel free to like and subscribe, as always mentioned, if you do enjoy these videos. But it's just unfortunate as well that we don't have that many players online for other oppositions, and same with us as well, as you know, FIFA 23 is just around the corner. A lot of people or players are either resting or playing other games, so it's just all clubs are finding it quite hard to get like other players or teams to play against that have more players active within them. But when FIFA 23 comes, we'll have more 11 versus 11. That's what we want to do, especially as we've applied for the Pro League and we're going to be preparing for that. So looking forward to the journey. But yeah, guys, thank you so much and take care and bye-bye.
Into the final 20 minutes. On the ball, Ramos. Jude. Chances on. A mischievous effort. Oh,
Nice, boys.
moment of pure quality. A goal for football lovers to enjoy the world over.
Well, here's the goal again, and what a wonderfully weighted pass this is. And then just look at the finish, Derek. Just entices the keeper in, and it's a lovely little thing to deceive him. Fantastic goal and superb finish.
Well, if there were any lingering doubts about the outcome, surely they now have been removed. Able to close down the shot. Not messing around with that clearance. And options in the centre. How can he find someone at the far post? Attending to his defensive chores. Well, that pass easy on the eye, and just has to remain calm. Oh, tremendous work from the keeper to avert the danger. So almost at full time, and the home side very much in command. Stuart, what have you made of their overall performance? He's in here.
This is jokes, this game is.
Attacking football at its finest.
That's it, they're leaving now.
Right on top of their opponents and
Go on,
winning
Nick,
back.
shoot. Nice.
And there is the goal. He's found the net. Joy unconfined.
Double hat-trick.
Nice.
Well, first of all, where's the defending? They're all over the place. But give him some credit. That's a good finish. Great composure.
My player's knackered.
Sloppy in possession from Real. Well, just over the crossbar. Excellent effort. What a shocking pass, really. Oh, terrific pass.
What the fuck? That is jokes.
Good use of advantage by the referee. Now, he could be in hot water here, having already been booked. He's beaten his man. But the danger averted for now. And whipped into the box. A foul it most certainly was. Free kick given. Well, now he's walking on eggshells, you might say. Next time it'll be yellow. And a useful cross. Well, they haven't overcome all the difficulties. Danger averted for now. Might be able to get in behind the defence.
Oh,
How on earth has he
oh,
missed
offside,
that?
offside.
What a glorious opportunity.
Well, the flag's gone up and he was offside, but he didn't know that when he took his shot.
And a throw-in it's going to be.
nice one, boys. 11